Good morning, students. As you know that yesterday I just gave you a problem where you can see we have three springs, fine, and the stiffness were given as 3K, 2K, and K. I think yesterday you have just copied this question. For the beam spring system shown in the figure, determine the ratio of the forces on the spring. FA is to FB is to FC. So you have to just find out this one. So this is your spring. Fine. A spring, B spring, and C spring. So you have three different springs where the load was even given it as P at a distance of L by 2. Here we had a support. And the distance was A, 2A, 3A. I think everyone you have copied. And this was the option. And most of the students, whenever they see like the spring or something and the previous problem, if you see, they just worry that, sir, this is a difficult problem and we can't solve it. So once you just see how to solve it, it is very easy. If anyone have solved this problem, yes, students, do you have solved?
No, sir.
Fine, okay. Even if you see here, as this was a spring, so in our previous session also we have just made it like this. Whenever you apply a load P, fine. Whenever you apply a load P, what happens? It slowly deflects down. Yes or no? It slowly deflects down. So here we had a theta, and here if you see, we'll be getting first one as your delta C, second one was your delta B, and third one was your delta A. And the distance also, you know, it is A. Here to here it is 2A, and this is here 3A. This was your length, and the angle formation of the angle with all your theta C, theta B, and theta A will be the same. Yes or no? In the previous session also we have conducted this, and here as I suggested you, if you find out your tan theta for the first one, theta C, for the first theta C, if you find out here tan theta, then what can I write? Can I write it as delta C by A? Yes or no? Delta C by A is my tan theta. Similarly, which is equal to here delta B by 2A, which is equal to here delta A by 3A. For this first triangle, for second triangle, and for third triangle. Fine. Then the tan theta is equal to here delta C by A. The second one is delta B by A, and third one is delta A by 3A. So this is the format we have. But already we know what is meant by delta. Delta, as you know that in our previous class, we took delta as PL by AE. Yes or no? But whenever we come across a spring, please do remember, whenever we come across a spring, take delta as force upon its stiffness. Force upon its stiffness. So which is equal to FC by K into A, which is equal to FB by 2A into 2K. This is 2K beta. You can see. Yes or no? Which is equal to delta, this is here FA by, this is here 3A into 3K, which is very easy problem. Please do see. So K and A are common. So you can just take it out. So what is there? Can I write FC is to FB is to FA? तो क्या है बेटा ये 9 हो गया हमारा. This is here 2 into 4, 2 into 2 is 4, and this is 1. 3 into 3 is 9. तो आंसर क्या है हमारा? FA is to FB is to FC is asking. Is asking FA is to FB is to FC, which is equal to 9 is to 4 is to 1, which is equal to 9 is to 4 is to 1. The second option is correct. देखो कितना सिंपल है प्रॉब्लम. द प्रॉब्लम इज वेरी सिंपल, बट सिर्फ हमारे को समझ में आना चाहिए हाउ टू सॉल्व इट. Fine. So next time, whenever you solve the problems, just you can go with this pattern, find out your tan theta, and you can do it. I just wanted to show the difference between a normal string and a spring. Normal जो केबल हमने इसके पहले का किया था, in the cable we took delta as PL by AE, but here as the spring is there, we have took delta as F by K. We have took delta as F by K. That one you have to remember. So from here, if you see, what is the answer we have got? We have got an answer as 9 is to 4 is to 1. Is this comfortable? So we have solved total 4 number of problems. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. So let us go with our next concept. The next concept is your strain energy. as you have already did with strain energy, but strain energy, in strain energy we have even calculated the formula, but as you can see here, in strain energy we have three different equations. What are those three different equations? Which are gradually applied load, suddenly applied load, and impact load. I think already you have learned this in your SOM subject, so here we will see that only. So first one, if you see, we have gradually applied load. We have gradually applied load. What do you mean by this gradually applied load? Gradually applied load is nothing but whenever the load is applied, fine, it is not suddenly you can take it as 10 kilonewton. Fine, slowly what we'll do is first we'll apply 2, then we'll apply 2, then we will apply 2, and then we'll apply 2. Like this, slowly we are going to increase the load. So that is known as gradual. There is no sudden or there is no impact. फाइन, हम सडनली ऐसा 15 किलो या 25 किलो नहीं रख रहे, स्लोली हम क्या कर रहे हैं 2 किलो 2 किलो 2 किलो ऐसे ऐड करते जा रहे हैं. फाइन, सो that one is known as our gradually applied load. So for this one only, if you see, if you draw the like curve of your deflection versus your load, if you draw the curve for your deflection versus your load, then it will be a straight line. It will be a straight line. And if you just take the value, and if you just take the value, why? Because strain energy is represented as U, as you all know that U is equal to, what is the work done here? If you see, it is half into base into height. Yes or no? Half into base is my delta into height. Height, what is my height? Height is my P. Yes or no? So delta is my deflection, P is my load. But what is delta? As you all know, the delta is PL by AE. Yes or no? Delta is PL by AE. So half into PL by AE into its P. So can I write as P square L by 2 AE? Yes or no? So this is one of the equation of your strain energy. This is one of the equation of your strain energy. Similarly, if you want this strain energy in terms of sigma, why? Because which you have learned in your examination. In your exam, you have learned in terms of sigma. Yes or no? So U is equal to, what I'll do is I'll make this as P by A. A ऊपर लेके आऊंगा मैं. So P by A whole square if you do. Fine. Now what is remaining here? If you see with the down, 2E is remaining. Here what is remaining? L is remaining. Fine. So what is the extra one we need? What is the extra? A square था ना? So if I multiply A over here, then it is equal. है ना? If it is A square, तो ये A square into A cancel हो जाएगा and A will come down. Fine. So this one, P by A, what is stress? Stress is equal to load upon its area. So can I write this as sigma square by 2E into its volume? So this equation I think you have learned in your examination. Fine. So U is equal to sigma square by 2E into its volume. Fine. Now similarly, if you want this strain energy in terms of delta, suppose take an example that, why? Because in the examination, whatever he might ask you, so delta is equal to, already we know that it is PL by AE. So if you want to find out in terms of delta, I will substitute P. So can I write P is equal to delta AE by L? So substitute in this equation U. ये U में substitute कीजिए बेटा. तो U is equal to half into delta AE by L, which is equal to delta square AE upon 2L. So this is one more equation. So whatever equation which is required, you can use that equation. Whatever equation it is required, please you can use that equation. Fine. If he is asking in terms of load, if he is asking in terms of stress, if he is asking in terms of deflection, strain energy in terms of deflection, strain energy in terms of your stress, strain energy in terms of your loading. So anything we can use it. Okay. So similarly, we'll go with our next one now. Next, first one was your gradually applied load. What is second one? What is second one then? Second one is your sudden load. What do you mean by sudden? No, sudden is nothing but, if you just imagine, if you are standing somewhere and suddenly someone gave you a 50 kg bag to lift it. Suddenly, if someone gives you a 50 kg bag to lift it, how difficult it will be? Yes or no? So the same thing here also. On any member, if you apply sudden load, fine, you are not applying gradually, fine. But if you apply suddenly, then what happens? There is some stresses are induced, it might fail suddenly or something might happen. Fine. So here also, if you just draw the load versus deflection curve, fine. So suddenly you have applied a load. सडनली आपने 10 किलोटन का लोड पहले आपको क्या था, 0 से स्टार्ट किए थे, अभी क्या हुआ, सडनली हमने 10 किलोटन का लोड लगा दिया, तो द फिगर विल बी लाइक दिस. यस और नो? बट हियर वन थिंग यू हैव टू जस्ट इमेजिन दैट in previous case my delta was PL by AE. Here the delta is 2 times of PL by AE. Here the delta value is 2 times of here AL by PL by AE. So if you just find out with here U, now what is U? There it was triangle, I took it as half into base into height, the area. Here it is a rectangle or a square. Fine. So what is the answer we have? Delta or P into its delta, can I write? Yes. Yes, very good. So what is delta? Can I write as P into 2PL by AE, which is equal to 2P square by AE. So this is first equation in terms of here loading. This is first equation in terms of here loading. Now similarly, if you want to calculate here stress, here the same thing again I wanted to tell you. If you want to calculate here stress F or sigma, which is equal to 2P by A. It is not P by A, please. This is the only change which you have to remember. Most of the students, they do a like confuse, they confuse or they do mistake. Fine. So sigma is equal to 2P by A. So here I have to do the same thing. It has 2P by A whole square. Fine. By, I am writing here again 2, you can see. Why? Because 2 I have 2 into 2. 2 square will become 4. So 1 I have to cancel it. By E into its length we have, I will multiply with area. So area and area will also go. Again we'll be getting the same answer. So from here I can write this as F square by 2E into its volume. This is in terms of here. This is in terms of here stress. This is in terms of here stress. Similarly, as I said you, if you want to find out in terms of here delta, in terms of here delta, so 2PL by AE. So I want to find out my P, which is delta AE by 2L. So I just substitute here in terms of here P, U is equal to P into delta. So what is my P value? Which is equal to delta into AE upon 2L into delta. So U is equal to delta square AE by 2L. So please do remember the equations. This is very important. This is really very important. Why? Because here I'll just give you a note. I'll just give you a note. If you just compare your deflection and strain energy in terms of here gradually, in terms of gradual and in terms of here sudden, in terms of gradual and sudden, if you compare gradual like load to a sudden load, if you compare, तो क्या है पहला पॉइंट अगर आप देखोगे तो deformation and stress are 2 times. Stress and deformations are 2 times. And if you talk about your strain energy, if you talk about your strain energy is 4 times. Strain energy is 4 times. Deformation and stresses are 2 times. If you compare with what? If you compare with here gradual से अगर आप sudden load compare करोगे, if you compare here gradual with here sudden load, then the deformation and the stresses are 2 times, and similarly the strain energy is 4 times. This is important. He might ask you in the examination. Please be careful. 4 times कैसा आ रहा है देखो आप, strain energy 2 into 2, 2 square 4 आ रहा है ना यहाँ पे, it is 4 times. Once you just have a look, it is 4 times. But if you talk about your strain energy, deformation or the stresses, if you talk, it is 2 times. It is 2P square by L AE. here it is p square by AE. Fine. So इसलिए आप याद रख लो, deformation and stresses are 2 times, strain energy is 4 times. Fine. So this is the important thing which you have to remember it. Fine. Now similarly, the last one we have, which is nothing but impact loading we call. Suddenly, we have talked, like we have discussed about our gradually, we have discussed about our sudden, and the third one, if you see, it is impact. Is impact load. Third one, if you just see, it is nothing but impact load. Impact is nothing but what? So if you have a specimen like this, and on this specimen, we are just going to have a load W, which is going to be dropped from a height H, which is going to be dropped from a height H, and this length is L, and this length is L. What we are going to do is, here we have load W, and this load W is been slow, like आप वो load के ऊपर आप you have just dropped it. Fine, आपने फेंक दिया है समझो आप. Fine, from a certain height we have just dropped it, and the height is H, the length of the specimen is L. So the area is A, Young's modulus is E. So what happens here? So if you just see here, there is a deformation. Yes or no? Whenever you just apply this load, so ये आपका हो गया load. This was your load, and the deformation here, if you see, what happens to this length? This length is L minus delta. कम हो गया ना? So this part you can see, this is here delta. तो इसीलिए हमने minus delta लिखा है. I have written it as minus delta. Fine. So L minus of delta. So here, even if you see external work done. So here, even if you see, it is external work done should be equal to strain energy. Now, what is the external work done here? Here, the external work done is W into H plus L. Sorry, W into H plus delta beta, not L. It is H plus delta. Fine. Why? Because H is there, again delta is there. So this is W into H plus delta, which is equal to, what is strain energy? We have got answer in terms of delta, which is delta square AE upon 2L. Same आपको sudden रहने दो या कौन सा भी रहने दो आप, U is equal to delta square AE upon 2L. For gradually also the answer is same. For sudden also, if you see sudden, the answer is same. So I can just take that equation. So the strain energy here, if you see, which is delta square AE by 2L. And if you just solve this equation, fine, अगर ये यहाँ पे भेज के quadratic equation होता है आपका, ये delta cube हो जाता है ना, fine. So ये पूरे आपको delta cube, delta square, ax square plus bx plus c equation you will get, and from there we will be getting an equation for sigma, which is equal to W by A into 1 plus square root of 1 plus 2h upon delta static. So this is here delta static. This is here delta static. Static का मतलब है हमारा gradually था ना, तो उसका. तो this equation is very important in your gate. Need not to remember with the derivation. Derivation they will not ask you. Fine. They are not going to ask you about derivation. They are just going to ask you about the formula and the substitution. That's it. So you have to remember this one. Sigma is equal to W by A into 1 plus square root of 1 plus 2h by delta static. So these were the three different formulas we had in strain energy, which is nothing but gradually applied load, we had suddenly applied load, and third one was impact load. So these were the three different equations which we have to use it. Fine. So please do remember the equations. Fine. You have to remember the equations. Now we will go with our next concept. So the next concept here is nothing but, again we are going to talk something about superposition principle. What do you mean by superposition principle? Can anyone tell me? Superposition principle. What do you mean by superposition principle? Superposition principle is nothing but, whenever a load is applied on a member, let us consider the load as P1, the deformation will be delta 1. Similarly, when I apply the load as P2 on the same member, then the deformation is delta 2. And if I apply P1 plus P2 load, I have already explained you previously, if you just check with my notes. Fine. And if I apply both the loads as P1 plus P2, then the total deformation will be delta, which will be equal to here delta 1 plus delta 2, which will be equal to your delta 1 plus delta 2. We will find that only. That principle is known as your superposition principle. Please be careful. Fine. Then that principle is known as your superposition principle. So here if you see, if I apply or if I take a member and if I apply a P force, then the deformation here will be delta 1. Yes or no? If I take same member, if I take a same member and if I apply, let us take it as P1, here I'll take it as P2, then the deformation here is here delta 2. Similarly, if I take a same member, fine, and if I apply P1 plus P2 force, then the deformation, whatever here we have got, let us assume it as delta. Yes, then what is delta 1 from here? Can I write as P1 L by AE? Similarly, can I write delta 2 as P2 L by AE? Similarly, can I write my delta 3 or you will take it as delta, your wish. Delta 3 or delta, I'll write it as P1 plus P2 by, sorry, L into AE. Yes or no? This delta is equal to load upon like PL by AE. So P is what? P1 plus P2 by into L by AE. So here, that's what I said. You delta is equal to delta 1 plus delta 2. Yes or no? If I add these two and if I get the same answer, then it is correct. So if I take my P1 L by AE plus P2 L by AE, L by AE is common. So can I write as P1 plus P2 L by AE, which is same? Yes or no? Fine. Then we can tell that yes. Fine. Whatever the load, whatever we apply, the deflections, whatever we get at the same point on the same material, which is equal to the loading, to the second loading which we apply. And if we add the summation of the load to the same member, then the deflections will be the summation of the first two loading. Fine. Then it will be the summation of first two loading. This is why, because your like deformation is directly proportional to your P, which is nothing but the variation is linear. Here the variation is linear. That is the reason we can tell that yes, whatever we have applied, whatever we have derived it, we have got the same answer. Yes or no? We have got the same answer. But same thing, I just wanted to show you with your strain energy. You just see. Strain energy. What is strain energy? U1 we have got. U1 we have got as P1 square L by 2AE. Yes or no? पहला अगर आप देखोगे तो P square L by 2AE. Yes or no? P square L. So same, अगर आप एक material लो, if you want to find out strain energy in that one, the loading is P1. Similarly, U2 is P2 square L by 2AE. Yes or no? Now, if I add both U1 plus U2, then what will I get? Will I, like, you have to add these two? Yes or no? You have to add these two. Then what you'll get? It is P1 square L plus P2 square L by 2AE. Yes or no? P1 square L plus P2 square L by 2AE. But what is the total strain energy? What is the total strain energy if you just take it out? Which is nothing but, अगर आप actually देखोगे तो strain energy should be equal to P square L by 2AE. So if you add P1 plus P2 square L by 2AE, this should be the total strain energy. Yes or no? Fine. But if you see these two, how can I write this formula? This formula I can write it as P1 square L plus P2 square L plus 2P1 P2 L by 2AE. Is here, if you just find it out, your U, whatever U is there, U is greater than U1 plus U2. Yes or no? U, इसलिए देखो यहाँ पे P1 स्क्वायर प्लस P2 स्क्वायर प्लस 2P1 P2. फाइन. अगर आप दोनों भी लोड ऐड कर रहे हो तो यहाँ पे P1 प्लस P2 स्क्वायर यही आंसर आना चाहिए ना. अगर नहीं आ रहा है, then we can tell that the superposition principle is not valid for strain energy. Please be careful. क्या है? Superposition principle, whatever we are doing, it is not valid for your strain energy. Whatever we are derived it from here, we can tell that strain energy is not applicable for superposition principle. It is not applicable for superposition principle. Superposition principle strain energy के ऊपर applicable नहीं होता है. You can't do your superposition principle on this. Till here, everyone are okay? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So we'll go with our next one if you want. So next one, shall we go? यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया
Yes,
सभी
sir.
को? So next one second. No, this was till about here strain energy and everything. Now we'll go with our next new concept, which is nothing but simple stresses. We'll learn about simple stresses and strains. Simple stress, and we are going to learn about here simple stresses and strains. Fine. As you have already learned in your SOM, stress, what are the different types of stresses, what are the different types of strains, we have learned. So let us first talk about strain and then we'll come about here stress. So if you talk about here strain, which is represented as epsilon, and which is nothing but you can write as change in dimension to your original dimension, yes or no? To your original dimension. This is the definition. Fine. If you talk about the definition of your strain, the definition is change in its dimension to original dimension. The dimension might be length, width, depth, or anything. It might be the length, width, depth, or anything. Fine. But if you just talk about your strain, which is nothing but this is a quantity which gives the intensity of internal deformation. So you can just write that one. It is the quantity which gives the intensity of internal deformation. It is a quantity which gives you about the deformation, but this deformation is your internal deformation. Fine. So this is known as your strain. Now, if you talk about your strain, strain has been divided into two parts. If you talk about your strain, strain has been divided into two parts. First one is your normal strain. First one is your normal strain, and second one is your shear strain. And second one is your shear strain. So if you talk here about your classification of your strain, first one is your normal strain, second one is your shear strain. So if you just talk about your normal strain here, if this is my member, just see, if this is my member and whenever I apply a load, what happens to this one? There is a deformation. Fine. So that deformation you can just see. So this is the deformation we have, which is nothing but there is a change in its length. Yes or no? So there is a change in its length. Previously the length was L. Now the length is L plus delta. Total change in length is L plus delta. And if the width is B, then the change in width will be B minus of delta B beta. Please be careful. If it is elongating in one direction, there will be reduction in your other direction. Fine. ये अगर लेंथ में इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो उसका विड्थ और डेप्थ कम होता है ना, it is going to reduce. So here I just wanted to tell you that whenever you talk about your strain, whenever you talk about a strain and that to a normal strain, what happens here? The shape remains constant. The shape remains constant, but size changes. Yes or no? Here if you see, what is happening? Is the shape same or is the shape changing? Here if you see, it was a rectangle. After deformation also it is a rectangle. Yes or no? The shape remains same, but what happens to its size? Size कम हो रहा है ना बेटा? Size changes. Yes or no? A change in a size is there. So size changes. This phenomena of constant shape and continuous change in a size is known as dilation. Please remember this. And this dilation will be near normal stresses only. What did I say? If your shape remains same, shape देखो पहले shape क्या था आपका, L into B था, rectangular shape था ना, yes or no? अभी भी क्या हो गया, deformation के बाद, after deformation also it is a rectangle, so the shape remains same, but size क्या हो रहा है, size छोटा हो गया ना, yes or no? The size has been reduced, so there is a change in a shape, so but size changes, so this phenomenon is known as dilation. It is known as dilation. Now similarly we'll go with our shear. We will go with our shear. As you know that this is a member which is fixed to a ground or something you can take, and when a shear has been applied, tau, when a shear tau has been applied on this one, what happens to this member? Can anyone tell? Slowly what happens? It deflects like this. Yes or no? So the deflection you can see here, this is known as phi. So the strain, shear strain is denoted as phi. Now here what is happening? So there is due to your shear, there is a change in a shape. Yes or no? Shape पहले आपका square या rectangle था, now it has been changed. Yes or no? Now the shape has been changed. Shape has changed. What happens to the size? Size is same. Size is not going to change. Please, size देखो आपका, इसका मेजरमेंट लो, इसका मेजरमेंट लो, आपको साइज सेम ही है, इसलिए यहाँ पे फाई आया तो यहाँ पे भी फाई आया, तो आपका साइज जितना था ना वो साइज उतने का उतना ही है. Fine, size is not changing but the shape is changing, so this is known as distortion. Is it clear, both of you, what is meant by dilation and what is meant by distortion? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Dilation. Why? Because most of the times he'll ask you in the competitive exams, he'll ask you what is dilation, what is distortion. He might give you anything, and the objective question will be very much confusing. He'll tell that shape constant, size change, shape change, size constant, size change, shape change, shape constant, size constant. ऐसे 4 ऑप्शन आपको डिफरेंट आएंगे. तो see whether he's asking about here dilation or he's asking about distortion. Distortion मतलब ही मालूम है ना, distortion is nothing but change in a shape. Distortion का मतलब आप डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया, कुछ भी डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया. डिस्ट्रॉय का मतलब क्या है, उधर का अगर आप देखो आपका एक कुछ मटेरियल डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया है तो उसका शेप पूरा चेंज हो गया है ना, तो वैसा आप याद रख लो. फाइन, डिस्टॉर्शन इज नथिंग बट चेंज इन अ शेप. शेप अगर आपको चेंज हो रहा है तो साइज वैसा ही रहेगा. अगर एक आपका चेंज हो रहा है तो अदर विल बी द कांस्टेंट थिंग. सो लाइक दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इट. व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, इफ दिस इज डिस्टॉर्शन, डिस्टॉर्शन मतलब कुछ ऐसा टूट गया, फूट गया, कुछ भी हो गया. फाइन, डिस्टॉर्शन. यस और नो, आपका मटेरियल डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया. Fine, so which is nothing but it is completely destroyed. So distortion is nothing but shape change but size remains the same. So that is known as our distortion. But here if you talk about here normal, which is nothing but the shape remains same but the size changes. Fine, so this is known as our dilation. So these two things, please, you have to remember it. You have to remember these two things. Fine, chalo. I think today we'll end up here. Tomorrow again we'll take a class. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day.